Hello everyone, welcome on back to Court Farms. So, this video is all about the winter once again. This is always the slower period of time. First things first, the baby rabbits are 2,000, they were last month as well. So I'm assuming that means they're all capped out. So we will be selling all 10 of those. Almost $20,000 from those, and then these will reproduce probably here shortly again. I think last time they were pretty quick. Either way, they'll reproduce eventually here. So first things first, on the order of things, we have the eggs to sell. It is the high price this month. Valley View too, nice and close. Otherwise, I think that's the only thing to sell for this month. Milk is supposed to continue to go up. Oats are supposed to be up next month as well. And I have looked, and I think I kind of want to go a little bit heavier into the sheep and wool for this series. There is a clothing factory that basically it takes out the need for a spinnery. The amount of wool needed for to still make clothes is the same once you figure in how much it takes to go through fabric and then into clothing. That's all the same. That doesn't change at all. It's just one step basically instead of two steps. I think we could probably put it right out there in that open spot of land out there. Try not to drive into my house, because we do have 40 more sheep we can have in that pen, which should bump up the wool production by almost double. We have 60 in there now, not quite double, but by a considerable margin. But I think clothing would be a pretty good seller for us. I'm not sure if we'll get that place down today or not. Alright, here is Value View. Really, yeah, we should easily have the money for it. Because we got a lot of things to sell. I don't think it'll be as much as last year, because we had, canola in there. Which was kind of a big item for us. So that was just under $2,000 there. Alright, we'll get this sprayed off. Yeah, like I said, I think I kind of want to go heavier into the sheep. I think the one thing with the pigs is my plan was obviously to mainly just buy the food, which is fine and dandy. But I think to properly do pigs, you kind of want to do at least some of the crops yourself. And there's 70 obviously, so eventually that would eventually cost us a lot of money into buying food, which I'm sure obviously over time eventually you would make that money back. I know I did say something about horses a while ago. We could buy one. They don't reproduce or anything, but we would, I believe we would need some oats for them. Great demand at farmers market. But I believe they also take sorghum, which we might be planting come this spring. Which obviously, having them sit and wait longer periods between eventually getting one of the food products they need wouldn't be very nice of us, but I could just fill up the food dish or something, maybe. Put a couple 1,000 liters in there. I don't know how much it holds, so it could potentially hold a lot. Let's park this over here. Most of the carting to the sell points and everything will probably be done with the fast track, because it is, well, fast. Oh, how expensive are they? Oh, I have it set to 10 right now. That would have been bad. We could buy one. I would kind of feel bad because it wouldn't have... Oh, we could give it hay right away, so we'd be fine. Let's, I think Pinto. Really like that color scheme, I guess. I don't know. I just really do like that one. I think we'll buy one. We can have a maximum of 10. I think one would give us, where it's not a lot, because obviously it does need to be daily ridden, cleaned, and, you know, there's a little bit of work in here. So we'll buy one. Thor. I love that name. I love it. So I'm pretty sure the names are just random. Of all the names, Thor. Actually, we can rename it, but I like Thor. I like it. We'll probably pick up one of the alfalfa bales, which, so these are the ones that we got from doing the alfalfa field. Obviously, the baler and alfalfa weren't having a good time together, so I'm pretty sure this is the amount that we lost, because it was like 50,000 liters. So it's 3 8,000-liter bales for square, and then there are 3 9,000-liter, I believe. And that was about where we about how much we lost, give or take. I'm sure it wasn't a perfect math per se. We'll grab the hay bale, and we can just put this in there. Hopefully it takes all of it, because I would like not to just have... Oh. To not just have a bale sitting in there. Must be it. Yeah, that is full, so this bale will just sit probably on the other side of this for now. Unless we can just open it and put it in here. And we could. We'll put the bale in there, undercover. Probably end up forgetting about it in there, but... Right, well, it looks like it's snowing a little bit. But, yeah, we didn't use much hay at all, or water. So oats are high at Garden Center, of course. And it is higher by a decent amount. Although I'm going to give some, obviously, to Thor. I love that name. And then we'll just sell whatever's left, so it may not end up being that much of a difference. We do need to get the cows some more food too. I'm kind of curious, actually, when does the snow stop? I was just gonna look at all the prices for oats. If it was going to continue to go up elsewhere as well. But Garden Center's #1. Okay. But Town Stores isn't too far off. Alright, let's see. It is supposed to snow basically the entire today until it's way later in the day, and it's going to be, well, a lot darker because it is winter time. Alright. I'm not sure if this is really the proper way of doing it, driving your tractor in here, but it is the option I have. Well, they didn't take much at all. It must be a mix. Yes, it's a mix. They only have a total capacity. So I probably shouldn't have put that much hay in there. Well, I guess you live and you learn there. Try to squeeze through here. Okay. I'm going to try and actually let the other prices go up some. Since it is still supposed to go up. More than likely we'd be looking at like town stores or something. And I really just don't want to go all the way to the top of the map. Because Garden Center is, well, literally at the top of the map. Instead, I suppose we can check out our old Thor here. So we have to clean it, and I know ride it daily. There's health in there, which is probably based off of food. Fitness, I'm not sure what fitness and daily riding would be different on. Not sure if it really says. Each horse also has an individual fitness level. The higher the fitness level, the higher the value. Raise the fitness level by riding them. So basically, we have to ride them. And we have to do so much daily riding, I believe it. Yeah. About 2%. So I was thinking of putting the clothing factory right out here. Figure it wouldn't be a bad spot. It is a nice open piece of land right now. Definitely is easily can put something else here. Because we can ride out here a little bit and then we can look to place it. Oh, where are we at now? We're at 26%. Anything in the sales? Not really. Kubota would be nice for a little bit, but to get around a little bit, but not really that much. So factories, I believe it's down here, right? Yep, clothing factory. So otherwise, normally you'd have to buy a separate clothing factory plus a spinnery. So spinnery 60,000, and then clothing factory is, or tailor shop, sorry, is $100,000. So this is actually cheaper. It's only one step. Okay, so it spawns here. We wouldn't want that to be towards the crop, because otherwise it could possibly, you know, if we needed to, it might be time to harvest when we're doing that. Honestly, this direction here wouldn't be bad. It gives us enough space to get him cleared out in the front and to drive around with the wool pallets. That probably messed up the path a little bit, actually. Not too bad. Nice and big. Yeah, it did kind of mess up this path. As always, it's not the flattest ground here, so it's gonna mess up some things. I can probably change that a little bit in landscaping. I'm sure, yeah, we have enough space that we could, you know, make that a little bit more level. Although I'd also have to, I don't know, I'd almost want to replace it, honestly, if I could. Alright, so that should be the same money we had. I'm going to replace it a little bit differently so it's not taking up the entire road as well. Obviously, the path is still already messed up at this point, but, well. So we can probably tilt it now instead. So, yeah, it should be a little bit better. We should still be able to get around the back fine. Around the edge. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, honestly. Not sure if the placement cost us less or more, but hey, it's better than what we had before. Alright, so it is fully 100% ridden for the day. So we can probably go and get the oats sold now. That should make the health a little bit better then. Oh, daily riding is. Cleanliness, no, probably because I would say just ridden it. Fitness is probably a thing that kind of just goes up over time. Okay, so cleanliness is not good. Okay. Alright, so all the wool is in there. So let's get fabric wool activated. So this will turn right into clothes. I'm pretty sure the amount of wool is similar to how much it would take to go to fabric and then into clothes. So we can activate that. So there is definitely some groundwork that needs to be done. Luckily, it really didn't affect the field, which is kind of the, what I was hoping. Well, that's a little bit better. It's not as jarring like on this edge. Not as bad as it was. It probably is worse, honestly. So let's go and grab the Deutzfahr. We can bring this on down to whatever's the highest price now for this, which is Town Stores. Well, obviously highest is Garden Center, but I really just don't want to drive that far. Though Tall Trees isn't very far, and that would bring us into that direction where we kind of need to go. I think we'll go to Tall Trees. And we'll buy some belt systems, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we'll buy this. We don't have enough money. Well, let's not buy it yet. We'll go and sell the oats. Oh, as soon as the oats are sold, we can then buy that, which then we can fill up the cow's food, which then allows us to go to next month, which should be, I think milk is high. Let's go back to Tall Trees. I don't know which one it is for selling the crops. I know there's 3 bays here. One is for bales. I don't know what that one there is for. Then there's this one here, which yeah, it kind of makes sense if it's grain. With the silos right there. Let's go and buy that forge pickup. Alright, we're back at the farm. A little bit more wool already spawned. We'll probably end up waiting a little bit until we buy more of the sheep. We'll probably have to wait on inking should we have enough money. I don't want them to be the really young ones. I think they don't produce as much wool, I would imagine. I would imagine, at least. Yeah, that's... puberty 8 is 8 months, so these are right there. And really, if you think with the sheep, we started with very, very little. Oh, what the... Oh, oh. Did it just fill up this? Yeah. Wow. I probably should move that. Get this backed up in here. Nice part about obviously owning the forge pickup is we won't have to buy it for quite some time, or lease it for quite some time. And this will be a lot faster. So that should put them at being fairly good for a little while. The rabbits will probably need a little bit more food. Which we are already back up to 30. Like I said, I think last time it kind of happened the same way. It was basically just overnight. We were right back up to where we were. Alright, looks like the milk is a very, very good price. We should easily be looking at about $45,000 for that. And it should be one load, actually. Let's look at the animals. Sheep are pretty good. Chickens are good. They are pretty good. We could probably feed them a little bit more. Thor's looking fairly decent. We'll obviously need to ride them and all that, but... And then we need more wool for that. Sales. If you're wondering, this is what I do every time before I start a video. That's like what I do. Look at what's high to sell if there is anything. Usually I obviously look at crops too. But since it's the winter, it's not really gonna happen that way. This is already here, so. Although that, March time will be probably planting. The March, we were gonna do sorghum, which is April, May, actually. Cotton, we could do a lot of cotton. That would be something for clothing. And probably some field beans. That is March. So March would be planting. Alright, it is probably this one. I think the other one is for bales. Yep. Be nice $50,000 to the bank account. We're right up to $86,000 once again. Which is kind of impressive once you figure what we started with $120,000. We've bought a horse, which really didn't cost us that much. But we also bought an entire production building. And the forge pickup, which will be, what, $150,000. And we're still at $86,000 by the end of the winter time, which I think there's nothing else really to sell before June now. Well, I guess we have clothing in like a month or two. Hopefully we can get at least another 1,000 liters, hopefully. Maybe sell 2 pallets. I'll have to obviously, ride Thor in between the months until we probably resume in what, March time? That seems to be planting season. At least for the crops that we are planning on doing. Which I'm thinking sorghum and probably field beans. Probably sorghum here and field beans on this one. Anyways, I think that's about everything for today. Let me know what you're thinking on the... Yeah, I do have some groundwork to improve. I'll try to work on a little bit off camera. It is kind of a tedious thing that I'm not the best at, although this road here is not that bad. I also haven't drove tractor on it, so it might actually be really bad. Who knows? Anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.